Alright, starting the south and heading up towards the north. Bit of a western lean to this, so we could actually see a similar circle. Technically, I imagine we could also see the prison islands. And I saw Brandon in chat, so you know we might get. Give us the fun circle. Give us the fun circle. All right, main takeaways from game one for you, Rich. What's kind of stood out to you from game one after seeing the week of kind of that play that we had before? What's it looking like right now?
Look, the main takeaway from me on that is by far Gen.G's play. It kind of sets the tone of how important this competition is, and understanding the differences between weekly survival and understanding between weekly finals, and how that's kind of when it comes to kicks. I think it was 11 frags in one game. Like, it's showing signs of life, and with Oath coming off the back of a win, again, consistency has certainly been with him. It hasn't been at that upper rank just yet. Much kind of like when it comes to Liquid. I know they're a little bit further up the standings, but they've not been in the only within regions, but within the lobby as a whole. So I think there's a few teams that have certainly got some work to do. MCG, certainly, Multi-Circle Gaming, after the back of I believe, don't get me wrong, it was 32nd. They were the first ones to hit the first 32nd bracket, and they didn't get to compete in week one. There's a bit of a comeback mechanic for them now. It's time to step up to the plate. It's time to show us what you can truly do. I'm glad I've mentioned that, because now they're on screen with the first frag point of it. So they're holding them back from Picado. We do have a team in residency in there, LG Divine, just lurking, thinking, oh boy, the scouting, well, it did its job and we all didn't die, but the rest of us do have to eventually move.
Okay, let's see where this goes. All right, North things have changed. I don't know what they've been tinkering with in the background, but trust you me, it is a little different out here. All right, Chumacera it is. What were you saying, Richard?
Church in the distance, I wouldn't anticipate a pull-up onto that unless they were feeling extremely ballsy. This is, I feel sorry for Afreeca Freecs. They may fall into a trap. There's fights on multiple fronts here, so just keep an eye on that kill feed, because things are about to get messy. Oh, previous... What? Oh my god, Rustamar! That's a banger of a shot out the back of the vehicle onto full space inside the building. That is a clean shot. I don't think it'll be a clean entry into the building, but my word, they've somehow made that work.
Do you know what? I don't blame FaZe for being a little baffled by that. Out of all of the teams, did I expect Ence to fly into Chumacera? Absolutely not. But Snakers gets gifted a little bit of a, you know, delivery of loot. Thank you very much, Luke. Have a bit of that. Shoot.
Long con, to be fair, because they're going to hit the south. No one's here whatsoever if the circle's favorable to them. Is it? It's not too bad. You kind of have that main road. I tell you what, at least it's on the east for them. It's better than nothing.
Correct.
If they can maybe hit Volibear's position, if they're quick, and a team like Liquid usually are in the vehicles, they could get a nice land grab here.
Yeah, and hard shifts galore. We are seeing this one being rinsed around. Now, Gen.G were over in the east. They're in the west. Now, I don't know if they're going to lose anyone on approach for now. They seem okay. JN's in a little bit of trouble, but there is a little bit of room here. I don't know if they're going to go for T1. That shack could be playable. That ridge could be playable. There are options. JN looking like he's run out of options, and that smoke can only keep you safe for so long.
LG Divine have been a little bit quicker, or just committed to the T1 compound. They could have hit that building at the back. It's a little bit of a poor read. If they'd have sent out a scout out earlier, if it did a bike for a bit more mobility, they could have understood that there is no one around that corner. Snakers just turns and instantly lights up the kill feed onto TSG. So still, which would be the first team to fall, Liquid. This is going to be a damage but not out scenario. They do pull up, but remember, we do have Triumphant Gaming in the background who are just laying down the hammer onto the backside of Team Liquid. It's the dungeon run, and they are getting to the final boss at the end of it, but they are weakened. They've lost 2 players. Starlord will fall. Ibi, instant reaction. Goes for the low ball, pushes it out, but he's there, ready to return fire. I love that. Preemptive. Here's the nade ticked and just gets straight stuck in. Jimbo is damaged, and that comes off the back of the TSG push earlier on. Just running the gauntlet. Dangche, fire and the flames are in abundance for Team Liquid. Quick spray around the corner, checks it. Adder. It now comes down to Jeems again. Same scenario as before. The Lone Ranger left to hold the mantle, and things looking not great for Team Liquid.
Shit, now Peng is... yeah, he did. He must have gone close enough. Jeems just got the flush on him. Great work from Jeems to stay cognizant, but a little surprised Volibear went for that. But we are still seeing Snakers finally go down, Shoot to Kill, and Oath, and all these other teams kind of scrapping with each other in the East. Oath...
It's a bit open, but it's something. Same principle as what LG Divine are currently working with. Hyruzen first nade finds its target. This is the go symbol. This is the go time. Get stuck in here. Peng. Another damage from a different team, though. That rings the alarm bell for Virtus.pro. You can't be going down here. You can't be losing individuals. You have to push this player and wipe him out now, especially with the blue on the back. You can see him tagging, trying to pick up the frag as quickly as possible. He's going to run for his dear life, but ultimately, I think he's down and out. The first aid will not be fast enough, but look at what he's done. He's removed Spyro from play. VP could have had this clean, but a one lone snake can do so much damage. They've broken apart a player from the team. Gustav with the low ball. Remember, only 2 players of FaZe Clan are surviving. That is a banger of a lean coming out of Aitzi to answer back onto Hansia.
Does Gustav get hunting? He's having a little look around. He's found a nade at the very... this could be problems. If that's in the right place, I don't know if it is. It's not bad. It's good enough for his Hansia. Luckily, they're able to pull one player away. Another molly. Gustav is just trying to build this tiny wall of defense with whatever he can scavenge. And as we can see at the moment, Zenith popping off as well, slowly building themselves into this. Southeast. Oh, okay. We're going to have Motorcycle Gaming need to move. Gen.G needs to move. FaZe, Afreeca Freecs, Na'Vi, Ence, Daytrade, and Zenith. The vast majority of the lobby are not in the circle, and Gustav just went on a mission. He went on a fact-finding mission. He didn't find as much as he'd want, I'm sure. And EJ now gets some pressure. Oh no, Afreeca Freecs are getting too much attention. They didn't want this. Tixu just got the flush. And look at Aitzi! The man is aggressive today. FaZe want fights, and they're getting them. Ikari goes down, leaving just Hansia alive. One angle's wrong for him, and that's the problem.
It's been mutual destructions between these two teams. Every single one of them, though, it's going to be all for naught eventually because everybody's outside of the circle. It's a matter of cleaning your back, making sure nobody can chase you inside this one. The tab comes through and it finds its target. Tixu goes down. This circle is ticking away. The tab will also fall responsively, and that becomes off the back of Tixu being able to at least get one off before he went down. So there is a one-for-one trade there, I believe. I could be completely wrong. You won't get the point because it's the blue that's ultimately knocked him down, but still the damage has been done to slow it. Gen.G's gone with a 2-2 with the vehicles to use them. And again, that's kind of all they really need to do. They've actually got in front of multi-circle gaming.
Sick rotation.
That is... It's down well quick. However, they're the first one that will fall victim. They've lost a player in the form of Loki, and now they're all grouped up. Look at the tank. The tank is just within the tank himself, fortified.
Slip the net already. Onyx goes down, but there's a trade. That's the battle between the two. Multi-Circle Gaming trying to make their push. Gen.G looking like they're kind of getting a little battered and broken by all this. And as a FaZe, Gustav now flushed. Aitzi tries to avenge, but it's through the smoke. He's just going to see a wave of players flood down the hill. FaZe are gone. Gen.G are gone. We're down to 7 now. We're looking towards the likes of Multi-Circle Gaming. They're currently in 3rd as it stands. T1 still alive, but down to 2. Zenith could do some damage here, as can Daytrade, but Tianba get the circle.
They do, and between them and LG Divine at the moment, it's been the snakes within the ditches that have somehow paid dividends on this one. Surprised earlier on we didn't see BP make a bit of a run for that little bit of a hillside. Kind of what I was hoping to see, but again, damage from 2 different rosters slowed their approach, allowed other teams to take full control of these circles. Jimbo, off on a one-man mission, by the way, has left the safety of the building. He's on a vehicle, and he's trying to get the run of his life towards the northern side of the circle. We'll see if he does survive. Keep an eye on the kill feed. If he does, it will pay off. Nautica, what's left in the bag here? All the flashbangs are going out. Zenith are a 4-man stack in a vehicle, and they're all blind.
No.
That's a second one going down. They're just driving around white here currently.
Wait.
Eventually, it's going to go down M200. The first one, Jimbo. Full teams here. Rock and roll, and away they go. Zenith instantly goes crashing out, and somehow, James picks up frags while doing so. Should be, given the position. It all depends what one person... If one of them gets initially picked off, though, that's when it becomes problematic that you try and cause to goes for the res, but you won't anticipate anyone's going to be pushing out from them, so I suppose the safety for those reses, should they fall victim, if they're being savvy, oh, this was the problem that I mentioned, but the instant response is there. However, that revive should come through. It's safe. It's uphill. The circle goes away from them. That's fine. Again, they have to work this one down. If they're saving their utility, if they can land the grenades just like that, Lorena removed from play instantly. The response is there to capitalize on the death. They take it. The point goes their way. Now they can get to work on this one. Now they've managed to group up Tianba into a corner. If they can get another nade in. No, wait! It's the man from the distance. It's the solo snake himself, Jimbo, who comes in to try and save the day for the side of Daytrade. To say he's a lone ranger, how much work he's doing solo, he's just not giving up whatsoever. This is just phenomenal. The crash will come in, they'll try and get the run over. He's still on the floor, and you've got to find the final one. Finally, they do. Jimbo gets the kill. 4 frags to boot. It's a 4 versus 1. It's a difficult scenario, Lauren. But from Team Liquid, a team that was basically one person and potential of going out in 16th place, to be now guaranteed 6 with 4 frags, excuse me, 2nd place with 4 frags. This is a job well done. You cannot argue with this performance. That rotation at the end has basically saved Liquid.
No, but have I told you the story of the Jeems 1v4? No helmet. Vest looking a little rough, but it's up against Daytrade. Now, he's got a little mini to hand, but the man's looking large. And now Daytrade have the 4 standing. They've got better circle position. That was the crazy part in this story, Rich. But then guess what he does? He takes the peak. He takes the peak. There it is. And honestly, if he manages to get off maybe 1 or 2 plays, if he can get a flush on this, that'd be excellent. In all reality, Daytrade have everything they need. Better positioning, better guns, better weaponry, and better numbers.